Hello there, I'm Scotty. You're not. Another Twilight Zone episode. This time is the episode Elegy. I just want to say, wow. Holy shit, even. This episode starts out very slow, but when it ends, let me tell you, I did not expect how this ended, although I did sort of catch on to something, because but I didn't expect, when three astronauts are on their way home to Earth from a mission when they hit a meteorite shower. Or it would be a meteor shower because meteorites are what's left after they fall down to Earth. But they call it a meteorite shower. That's not what it is, but a meteor shower. And they land on an asteroid with no fuel. As they look around, they start to realize that everyone there is, not moving. Now, because of the way they look, obviously there's some confusion as to what time frame this is. They do mention that this place looks like Earth, how Earth used to be. We do find out later they're from the year 2185, and that nuclear war did happen in 1985. Hey, the 80s, that was the height of the Cold War, so they weren't exactly wrong on that. But it wasn't like they said. They said that the surface of the Earth was destroyed and had to took 200 years to rebuild it. Like I said, this episode is slow building. Because the first half of this episode is just the astronauts looking around, trying to find out what's going on, hearing noises but seeing no one. This was written by Charles Beaumont off a short story that he wrote and directed by Douglas Hayes. And Douglas Hayes does a good job of, so they used real people for the stand-ins where they're just standing there. And obviously, you can't stand perfectly still for too long. It's hard to do that. So he keeps the camera moving, so it's kind of hard to tell, although you do notice sometimes. But I think that the actors did a good job. These three astronauts in particular are very confused as to what's going on. One of them is, I think it's Kirby. He's very hysterical. I don't know the name specifically, but he's very hysterical. And then they meet Mr. Whitwire, who seems like the man to know, the man to be in charge. And, he basically explains what is going on here. This asteroid. And that is when we get the twist. But I do like the way this episode looks, personally. It's very bright and vibrant when they're outside. The lighting is very good. There's like a beauty pageant section, which I guess replaced a race car section, which Beaumont wasn't happy about. But I think it works better because they would have just been, as Douglas Hayes changed it because they would have just been parked cars. I get that. I do. I mean, nowadays you could probably pull it off, but back there in the 60s, or late 50s, whatever it was, probably not. But nowadays you probably could. So there to remake this, I think it would work. But yeah, Mr. Whitwire. They meet with him and they start having a conversation with him in his house. he kind of hints at what's going on. He's like, "Oh, we built this house for a man who decided he would rather be a knight. So then he's over at the medieval section fighting a dragon. This guy, I like this actor. I don't remember the actor's name, but Mr. Whitwire. He comes off as so polite, and so nice that when the twist happens and you realize that that's not what this guy is at all, it just, So they have a toast and they drink this wine or whatever it is, and take a drink. And at this moment I went, oh, I don't know. I've seen a lot of horror movies, right? I've seen a lot of movies, period. You're on a strange asteroid with a person you don't know. Do not trust what they give you to drink. And I am proven right. But they begin to ask questions about what's, going on. And Whitwire asks questions like, if you had one wish, what would it be? And they all say to be on their ship heading back home. Why is my Wi-Fi disconnected? Why is the Wi-Fi disconnected from my phone? Why? No, it's still connected. I don't know. And that's an important thing, the whole, not my Wi-Fi still connected, but you know what I mean. It's a tip of my head, tip of my tongue, and I can't. Megan! Stop staring at me. The whole wish thing, it's important to remember that because it comes in handy. They begin talking and they ask, what is this place? And he goes, well, it's a mortuary. It's an asteroid created by, Heavenly Glaze or whatever it's called, that was set up in 1975 to help. Now, I feel like 1975 is too early. They should have been like 2005 or something. Some kind of 2085 or something. Some kind of future time, not 1975, which would have been future there, but they would have no technology to put it on an asteroid. Maybe it was set up on Earth and they expanded it to there. I don't know. But that calls into question about Mr. Whitwire. He turns out he's not human, but a mechanism designed to turn on whenever something happens on the asteroid. And this asteroid, this mortuary is designed to give everyone their biggest dream. Hence why you have, I get it, but one guy is fishing, another guy is just standing on his farm with a rake. They didn't try very hard with these wishes. What's your biggest wish? I want to stand on my farm. Okay. I want to go fishing. What? I want to be a beauty pageant. I want to be mayor. The whole thing. And it's just guy, a knight. We don't see, but a knight fighting a dragon. And then the astronauts start to realize there's something wrong with them. It turns out the wine they drank was a special embalming fluid called eternalizing fluid, something like that. That's sort of like an embalming fluid that is killing them. And yeah, they're already forced to stay there, but now they really have to. But because he says, once you move on, I will deactivate again. And well, we're staying here. You said move on. Yes, I meant move on is leave this plane or, die basically. And they succumb to this, and they are set up. Maybe this guy has super robot strength or something. Robot. But they're set up on the ship, get ready to take off, and the piece de resistance, the cherry on top of this scene, is you have not only is Mr. Whitwire just dusting these men before he shuts down, but this is a very horrifying thing. He has killed these men and he's just dusting them. But what makes it worse is this humdrum, happy-go-lucky, melancholy music they play over it. It was so macabre that I literally just started. I couldn't take it. I started laughing. It's so dark that I loved it. It just I just burst out laughing. I don't know. It just these are dead men and he's just dusting his body with this melancholy music playing in the background, and he shuts down at the end of the episode. And we get Rod's narration. A weird thing is when they cut to preview for next week's episode, it's just a blank black scene, a blank screen, black screen with Rod's voiceover. Maybe they couldn't film in person for that episode. I don't know, but I don't know. But this was good. This was good. I liked it. Like I said, it's a slow build, but that ending, holy shit, I did not expect that at all. And I don't know. That's gotta be one of the darkest endings I've seen so far. To Serve Man was dark, but this is another one. You know, yet Eye of the Beholder, it was an okay ending. Time enough at last to Serve Man and this one are the three dark endings, I think. Three darkest endings so far, but this was good. So that concludes the reviews for tonight. I need to make my dinner. It is now 8 o'clock Central Time, almost 1 minute to. And I have not had dinner yet. I'm going to relax, have my dinner, and watch some Two Guys and a Girl. Because I need to continue that as well. You know, Scotty, it's October. Why don't you watch some horror movies? I just watched like a couple weeks worth of them. I know I watched actually a whole month's worth of movies in 2-3 weeks. And I'm still not done because I got Insidious. I some point want to do the Winnie and the Pooh, Blood and Honey, Winnie and the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Even though I don't want to go, I don't know, but you know. And of course, Five Nights at Freddy's when it comes out. But yeah, so what are your thoughts on this episode? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I've been Scotty. Megan! I'll see you in the next one.